Isaiah, you and I, it's no secret. We're not millionaires. We're not rich. And I tend to think that by and large, the people listening right now are our friends. Most of them probably wouldn't be considered rich to most either in the United States, although maybe they're rich compared to us. But here's my question, and we can open up the Riot hotline, of course.
877-2-RADIO-U.
Even though you're not rich, what are some things you do that make you feel like you are rich? You know, when you just feel like you're living in luxury. Text in at 8772-RADIO-U. The first one that comes to mind for me, to see if this jumpstarts other people's thought process, is almost any sit-down restaurant. If I go into a restaurant, sit down, and order and eat there, it feels like a luxurious experience.
Oh, you're hot dogging, are you?
Yeah.
You sit down at old Applebee's.
Yeah, I don't know about Applebee's.
Look at me now.
It matters a little bit about the ambiance. Because if I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, which I rarely sit in there, which is kind of ironic, actually. But normally I get that to go. But no, if I sit in a restaurant that doesn't have a million TVs, if I go, this is a low bar. BJ's, Brew House.
You could just have a bazooki.
Yeah, that's a rich experience.
Wow.
For
Look at me now.
Yeah, I've made it.
Would the people in high school believe where I'm at now? Sitting down with my wife at a BJ's, getting myself a bazooki. Were you guys wrong about me?
Living it up. So hopefully that gets some juices flowing, and I guess it tells you a lot about me and how I am with money.
I think there's many different ways to attack this. Like some people might even say just having the thicker toilet paper.
Some people might say that. For me, maybe I am rich because I refuse any toilet paper that isn't the thick toilet paper.
Money bags. Money bags, Hudson. Goodness gracious.
Well, there's some things that no matter what your means are, you can't settle for less. And for me, one of them is toilet paper.
I'm sure a lot of people have different opinions.
Yeah. I'm always shocked when I go to people's houses that are more well-to-do than I, which there's a lot of people like that.
Well, you never know.
And they have lesser toilet paper. It shocks me.
Well, sometimes you think somebody's hot dogging.
Yeah.
And they're not a hot dogging.
Or maybe that's the key to their success is cutting back, is buying the one ply.
Well, I'm sure we're getting some texts in now, so we'll come back and see what you guys think.
Yeah, what do you think? Things that make you feel like you're rich even though you aren't. 8772-RADIO-U.
Oh, hi there.
This worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
We're talking things that make you feel rich even though you aren't. You can text in yours to 8772-RADIO-U. Susanna says, having a membership at a specialty gym where she goes rock climbing.
That's a good one.
That is good.
I'm sure that's expensive.
It sounds rich. Sounds fancy. Mike says, these are good. Going to a local cafe for a $10 coffee. Paying up for a coffee feels fancy, feels rich. And then he also says, this is even better. Buying premium meat from the butcher. Going to the butcher, that's either...
Some premium meat.
You're either rich or you're from the Brady Bunch. There's only two options.
Or you really, really care about your meats.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about, for some people, it's like 2-ply toilet paper. Charmin. Daryl says 1-ply toilet papers for the guests.
Attaboy.
Remind me not to come to your place, Daryl. Carly said getting her nails done.
That's expensive.
Yeah. I guess I wouldn't know too much about that, but I believe you. And what else do we have here? Oh, I like this. Billy says, having a metal credit card.
People love the metal credit cards.
Yeah, I used to have a metal credit card. That does feel fancy. That feels like you're a rich
Kind of
person.
like you
right
just
there.
drop it on the table so everybody hears.
Yeah. I was always like tapping it on the counter and stuff like that.
The worst kind of person.
Yeah. Flipping it around.
Congratulations on all your success.
Oh no, I dropped my heavy metal credit card. Let me just pick that up. What's yours, Isaiah? I know you're a pretty frugal guy.
I would say it doesn't take a lot to make me feel special.
Yeah.
Getting queso at Chipotle. I'm kind of hot dogging. I get guac on the side. Hot dogging. I would say maybe not having to check my bank account when I buy
Yes.
something. How about that?
Yes. That's just facts right there.
Jeffrey says eating sushi, even if it's just a cheap pack from the supermarket, makes me feel special.
Nice. I also see Jeffrey Xbox Series X having the new Xbox, but he says he only plays free games. Likewise, I just found maybe you might want to try this too, Jeffrey. A game called Party Animals. Real fun. Kind of like Super Smash Bros. It's free if you have Game Pass. What about some people are saying sleeping in? Is that a rich activity?
I don't think so at all.
I always think sleeping in, that's lazy. Like, I imagine the rich are go-getters. I know they all aren't, but I imagine they are. I imagine they're getting up before I am, before the crack of dawn, so they can get their exercise in and then start making calls, business deals. That's how I picture it.
How about this one? What about just auto pay in general? Having things on auto pay,
Oh, like bills come up and you don't even realize?
you don't even know.
Well, that would make me feel rich if I could do that.
Having it on auto pay and then just at the end of the month, just like take my money. Here you go.
That's beautiful. Jim, listen to this. Jim paid off his mortgage. Now that's you
Now
are rich.
what do you pay?
Jim.
What are you spending money on now?
Having all that extra money every month, that must be that you have become rich, Jim. You could sell your house at any time, and think about all the money you'd get
What about
straight to you.
when you just transfer money from your checking to savings account? It could be $10, could be $100, but darn, it feels good.
Putting money in your savings account.
See,
See,
it feels
the
good.
difficult tension between so many of these is because I also thought going on vacation makes me feel rich, and like I said, going to a restaurant, but you feel rich while you're doing it until you get the bill, and then I don't feel rich anymore. Then I'm reminded that, oh yeah, this costs money.
You want to know where rich people hang out? I walked into a rich people place yesterday, not because I was shopping there, but because I was returning something on Amazon. Whole Foods. Oh my goodness.
The rich people love Whole Foods.
I walked around there for the first time ever because I returned something from Amazon there. I was like, I'll just check out the store.
They got some good stuff.
Oh my gosh, not worth it whatsoever. It was insane. I walked through that store and I was offended that people shop here.
Yeah.
I was looking around. I thought people would know just by looking at me, by the looks of my face, that I did not belong there. It was wild. When I saw other people my age walking through that store, I was in shock. I was like, is this the only place you spend money?
Yeah.
Is this what you do for fun?
Actually, on that note,
Is this your spot?
Do you ever go to the mall and go to like the department store, but not like Macy's, like one of the better ones, like Von Maur, and everything, like the minimum thing is $69.99. That feels fancy just walking around in there.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.